And Tulsi Devi is one, she adorns Bhagavan's Vakshasthalam, right? And she adorns Bhagavan's lotus feet as well. Sanchita Papa Nivarini Tulsi, Guru Maharaj sings in one of his kirtans that she removes all the papas. And not only that, she was worshipped by Rukmini Radha Pujita Tulsi, Swamiji sings. She was worshipped by both Rukmini Devi Sakshat Mahalakshmi and Radha Devi as well. And so today is that day where Tulsi the Mata, she is glorified. And also this is Dwadasi, right? Just 4 days ago is Ashtami. That's celebrated as Gopashtami. So the day of Diwali, that was the day that Bhagavan, he lifted the Govardhan mountain. That was the day of Govardhan Puja. And from that 7 days, Bhagavan held the Govardhan mountain, right? And today is Ashtami is the day that Bhagavan actually had the coronation of Govinda, where Indra, coronated him, did Pattabhishekam of Govinda, and he kept the mountain back. And so today we will reminisce that story of Govardhan Leela. And why should we hear to these kathas? What is the, why should we hear to the katha or the leelas of Bhagavan? For that, Sri Shukamuni, in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the 18th Purana blessed by Sri Vyasacharya, and his son Sri Shukar, who is the Mahajnani, he tells the Bhagavatam to King Parikshit. So Sri Shukar, in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in the end, he says, Srimad Katha Shravana Kirtana Chintayeti. He says that's the purpose, the very purpose of a life is to think, to sing, and to hear about Bhagavan's glories. And in the beginning of the 10th canto is the entire, let's say, the entire unit that explains Krishna Katha. And the beginning of the 10th canto, he says, what we hear is Bhava Aushada Shrotra Manobhiramat. Bhavam is samsaram also. Bhavam also means dirt, aduk, basically. So to cleanse us, to purify us, to remove the ahankara and mamakara that's ingrained in us janma janmama, and to cleanse us from that is why we hear to Bhagavan's Leelas. But it's also Shrotra Manobhiramat, means it also brings joy. Hearing to Krishna Katha, Krishna Leelas, Bhagavan's glories also brings joy. But it also purifies us. And that's why we hear to Bhagavan's glories. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 2 Leelas that are explained in detail by Sri Shukar. One is the Rasa Leela, which he explains in 5 chapters. And the next Leela that he explains in detail is Govinda Pattabhishekam Leela. And Bhagavan here, through this Govardhana Leela, he wants to correct Indra. See, Indra, in Swamiji, in another song, he says, Indra had this Madam. Okay, Madam is pride, arrogance, haughtiness. And Madam, greatest of pride. Why is it Madam? He explains, it's Madam because generally, when you flaw or when you, disrespect Bhagavan, it is Madam. Okay, apachara padradhu, we say in Tamil. But when you disrespect and dishonor Bhagavan and his bhaktas also, then it is Madam, it seems. And that's what Indra did, right? He caused her havoc to the entire Gokula, right? And all the Gokula Vasis. And so for that, Sri Swamiji says in his Kirtan, so that he can, bring down, annihilate his Madam, Bhagavan had to lift the Malai, which is the Govardhan mountain. He says in one of his Kirtans. And here, from the 24th chapter of the 10th canto is how Govardhana Leela starts. And Sri Shukamuni, there are 2 instances where Shukamuni starts a Leela by calling out Bhagavan. Bhagavan Apitaratrihi, that's how he starts with Rasalila. Here also, Bhagavan api tatreva baladevena samyutaha, that's how he starts. Meaning he wants to warn, telling that later on when someone comes and asks, who's this little child who lifted the Govardhan mountain, some boy? Hopefully no one will talk like that. This is none other than Sakshat Bhagavan himself. To have that stamp on it, Bhagavan starts by saying Bhagavan api tatreva. So the story starts like in Gokulam, in Nanda Baba's house. Lot of preparation is happening. People are going here and there. There's all the puja utensils are kept ready. There are flowers everywhere. There's nice smell coming because there's yummy food being cooked there. And so Krishna and his brother Baladeva, they are entering and they're asking, what is it happening? There's so much, everyone are running here and there. Looks like there's some festive that's happening. And slowly Krishna, he goes to Nanda Baba. He asks, Krishna is Antaryami. He knows what's happening everywhere. Still, he goes and asks his father, Nanda Baba, what is this happening? What are you all doing? Kim palam uddeshaha, he's asking. He's just not asking what I'm doing. He's asking, what is the fruit you're looking for after this action that you're currently doing? And Nanda Baba, he's also having a little answer. He knows whenever Krishna comes with a question, there is something that's going to arise. And so he says, Krishna, see, we are all Gokulavasis, right? We take butter, we milk the cows, and that's how our livelihood goes, right? For the cows to milk, they have to graze the grass, right? And for the grass to grow, we need rain. And so that's why we are worshipping Indradeva, so that we are blessed with enough rain. And then he's actually being a little cautious. He doesn't want Krishna to ask any other question. So he's saying, Krishna, one more thing. Whenever there's a procedure, when there's a practice as part of the household, as a part of the town that's happening, we generally don't stop that practice. We see to that we can do it every year. There should not be any stop or pause to it. And he says, and he completes his answer. And Bhagavan, he says, okay, so if we all do our duty properly, take care of the cows, do our, regular, whatever is our regular routine, and we do it according to dharma. When everything is going according to we properly adhere by our karma, then automatically Bhagavan is going to bless us. Automatically we are going to get showers. And so our duty, whatever we are supposed to do, is we need to take care of the cows. For the cows, we need grass. And it is our Govardhan mountain that gives us so much grass for the cows, Appa. So don't we have to nourish the Govardhan mountain? The Govardhan Maharaj is the one whom we have to nourish. It's not like Bhagavan wanted to stop the Indrayaga. But at that time, he was thinking, this Indra is getting puffed up with pride. See, Deva Gunam is Satvika Gunam. We have to be Satvik. This arrogance and pride is not right. And so, in fact, the pride that Indra has is due to his position, the Indra Padavi, the status. And generally, the pride that one develops due to fame or position, that is very difficult, it seems, to handle. It might turn very harmful for them. That's why many Vrindavana Vasis, Vrindavana Bhakta, sadhus, they say, we want to hear people talking ill about us. We want people who are dushikartam, right? We don't want to hear any praises, because hearing praises is like poison to us. If someone finds mistakes in us, if someone says that you are flawed in this way, that way, then that's what we want to hear. That's only nectarine to us, because that only keeps us grounded, they say, it seems. And so here Bhagavan actually wanted to teach Indra a lesson. And so when he says this, the Gokulavasis, they always nod to everything Krishna says. And before even Krishna completes his statement saying that let's do Govardhan Puja, everyone were very excited, everyone are nodding their head. And Nanda Baba, he's like so surprised, he's seeing around. And one or two people who are not exactly Gokulavasis, they are from outside, they are like, where is this Govardhan Puja mentioned, in which Sastram, in which Sampradayam, in which Puranam? And Krishna says, Etan mama matam tata kriyatam eti rochite. He says, this is my matam. I am saying this now. Appa, this is my opinion. You do if you wish to. He says, and when Krishna says anything, then that only becomes Shastram, right? And so immediately all the Gokulavasis, they are all very excited. And Bhagavan says, see, all of you shower nicely, dress up in all nice great garments, wear chandan, wear kumkum, apply all the perfume you want. And then so much food is prepared for the Indra Yaga. So let's take all the food that is prepared for the Indra Yaga and let's go to Govardhan Parvat. And the minute everyone is thinking that they are going to do puja to Govardhan Maharaj, they are all very, very excited. Because all of them naturally, they love Govardhan Maharaj. Gopis in Srimad Bhagavatam, when describing Govardhan Maharaj, they say Hari Dasa Varyo. They use this term. So Hari Dasa is a bhakta of Bhagavan Shri Hari. Hari Dasa Varan is a bhakta of Bhagavan Shri Hari. And Hari Dasa Varyan is the one associated with the bhakta of Bhagavan Shri Hari. And here this Govardhan Maharaj serves the cows who are associated with the Gopas, who are devoted to Bhagavan Krishna. And so Govardhan Maharaj, the gopis, they elevate him to such a great height when they talk about him. And so doing puja to Govardhan mountain, they are all really very excited. So with all the carts, they all go to Govardhan Parvat and they are getting everything ready to do puja to Govardhan Maharaj. And Nanda Baba is thinking, now how are we going to offer this so much food that we have prepared for the yaga? How are we going to offer? And then Bhagavan himself, he sees the thought that is arising in Nanda Baba's mind and he takes Anyatamam Rupam. He takes another Rupam. He himself becomes the Govardhan mountain and he accepts all the prasad, the Nevedyam that is offered. And Bhagavan also, he's seeing everyone, how happy they are. In fact, that is when they started this Govardhan Parikrama. Swamiji would say, Bhagavan initiated that. And from then on, everywhere, anywhere, it's always Parikrama. And Bhagavan Krishna is the one who started off that. And they're all very happy. And after they are dancing, they are singing. And with such great joy, they are all returning back. And now the episode shifts to our Indra's home. There and Indra is waiting for the Ahuti, his daily food. And he didn't receive anything and he's like, what is this? What's happening? He's awaiting food from Gokulam because Gokulam food is supposed to be really very tasty, the butter, the ghee, everything. And so he's looking for the Gokulam food and then he receives a message. The messenger is saying that no, we are not having it today. And the worst news is we are never going to have it anymore. And when Indra hears that, and then he asks, wait, what is happening? Then they talk about what Krishna says, and Indra is like, this 7-year-old boy is talking nonsense to his people and he's brainwashed them. And he says he's Martyam Upasishya. They are worshipping a human. Krishna Martyam Upashritya He Chakrur Deva Hedanat, he says. They are worshipping a human being, a boy called this Krishna, and Deva Hedanat. They are dishonoring the Devas. Actually, the fact is, whenever Indra gets this Ahuti, the food from the Yaga, he only consumes. He never shares it with any of the other Devas. Now, when he's saying this, he is being dishonored, disrespected. He's just including everyone and saying, see, it's not just for me. Everyone here are, being disrespected by this Krishna. And immediately he says, this is also where Sri Swamiji says see, generally when one sees a flaw in someone, then it means somewhere inside they also have it. Because it's like a mirror. In the mirror, if you see a dirt, you cannot clean the mirror. You have to clean the dirt in the face, right? So it is because that Indra is having that, all the impurities in his mind. That's why he is seeing the same in Krishna. And now he says all his messengers, all the clouds, like, yes, all the 84 kosas of the Gokulam, drench with rain, destroy the entire Gokulavasis. And slowly in Gokulam, they see little drizzle. When they see the drizzle, they're all very happy. Like we had this our Govardhan Puja, now we are having little rain showers. They are very happy. And slowly this becomes ice rain. And slowly water is coming inside, and then it's entering the homes, and then it's sweeping away the homes. The entire Gokulam is now being destroyed. And Gokulavasis, they are running hither and thither, searching for Bhagavan Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Bhagavan, he is witnessing everything. He is sitting on top of a boulder with one leg on top of the other, with his little peacock feather swaying in the air, with a pleasant, peaceful smile on his face. And all the Gokulavasis, they come, they Govindam Sharanam Yayuhu, they fall at the feet of Bhagavan Krishna. And they say, Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga, Tannatam Gokulam Prabho, Tratu Marhati Devatma, Kupita Bhakta Vatsala. They say, Krishna, when we are in trouble, when we are in pain, we suffer a lot more. You know why? Because you are Bhakta Vatsalan. You are Bhakta Bhaktan. When we are in pain, Krishna, then you cannot, you will not be able to handle. You will be in the deepest of pain, and it's just not mere words. They just shrink, and they just unable to bear the thought that if Bhagavan knows that we are in pain, then he just cannot bear. So, hey Prabhu, because you will be in pain, when we are in pain, please protect us. It's called, Shri Swamiji says, Tat Sukha Sukhitvam. When Bhagavan is pain, the Bhaktas cannot bear. And when Bhaktas are in pain, Bhagavan cannot bear. That is the, so beautiful relationship there. And so all the Bhaktas, they come surrendering unto the feet of Bhagavan. We'll continue the first song right now.
Gokula Rakshaka Kaustubhadhara Gokula Rakshaka Kaustubhadhara Govinda Govardhanadhara Govinda युगलम
So they all surrender unto Bhagavan, and Bhagavan, he's an Antaryami, he's there within everyone, right? He sees their heart, he thinks about it. Not a second, these Gokulavasis, of course they didn't say, not a second did the thought even enter their mind, Krishna, it is because of you, you asked us to stop the Indrayaga. It is because of you we are in this situation. None of them had the least thought. And he says, all these people here, the Gokulavasis, they are Madkoshtam. They belong to me. Mannatam, Madparigraham. Gopaye Swatma Yogena Soyam me Vrata Ahitaha. He says the entire Gokulavasis, I am their beloved. Right? They belong to me. They are my families. To protect them is my vratam, it's my pledge. And he says, Swa Atma Yogena. See, when our child is hungry, we wouldn't ask the neighbor to cook and give for our child, right? for my child, I am the one who has to go run and prepare food. So he says, for my bhaktas, I am the one who has to go and protect them. And he immediately, Bhagavan, he jumps and so majestically he walks, and this Govardhan Maharaj, he's waiting. He's waiting so that he can get on into Bhagavan's little finger. And with all enthusiasm, as Govardhan Maharaj is waiting, Bhagavan with his little finger, he lifts the Govardhan mountain. Ityutvaikena hastena krutva Govardhanachalam dadhara leelaya Krishnaha chatrakam iva balakaha. Ityutvaikena hastena. There are Mahatmas, they have poured many commentaries for just this one beautiful line in Srimad Bhagavatam. With his little finger, when Bhagavan lifted the Govardhan mountain, why did he have to choose his little finger? He wanted to show, see, it's a very simple task for me. No, it's not such a big deal. So I can even lift it with my pinky. That's what he wanted to show. And also, he wanted to continue playing his flute with the other hand. That's why he kept the other hand. And in fact, Mahatmas say, he wanted to play gilli danda with the other hand with his gopas, it seems, gopa friends. And so he kept the other hand also, free. And then there is another very rasa here. It seems during the Puranic times, there's a story where the mountains were actually flying. Okay, and so Indra had to make them immovable. Achalam, Govardhan Achalam. Achalam means immovable. He wanted to make them immovable by cutting off their wings. And Indra made them, stand still. Here, Bhagavan, and in Bhagavan's Virat Swarupam, meaning the cosmic manifestation of Bhagavan, where the entire universe is within him, in that Virat Swarupam, Bhagavan's hands is actually the Atidevata is Indra. So here, Bhagavan, with his hands, it's nothing but Indra, lifted the Govardhan mountain that was supposed to be immovable by Indra and lifted it up to show Indra, see Indra, now I've annihilated your pride, you better, stay grounded. And Guru Maharaj in this, for this Ityut Vaikena Hastena, for that particular line, he is sung a Madhura Geetam.
பொல்லாத இந்திரனும் நல்ல குலத்தை பொல்லாத இந்திரனும் நல்ல ஆய குலத்தை அல்லல் படுத்தியதை கண்டு சகியாத பகவான் அல்லல் படுத்தியதை கண்டு சகியாத பகவான் கைவிடேன் என்று வாயினால் சொல்லாமல் கைவிடேன் என்று வாயினால் சொல்லாமல் கையினால் மலையை தூக்கி காட்டினானே கையினால் மலையை தூக்கி காட்டினானே பக்தனின் நாதத்தை வளர்த்து காப்பான்